Well, look where I am. Welcome to BMW Group UK, because for the first time ever I've met the BMW press team and they've given me a car to review. And the car in question today is the BMW 530e. Well, let's see if it's any good. I'm Max Ottavani. Welcome to Driven Plus. So I travelled down here to Farnborough yesterday, and I knew I was doing this review on this particular car. And whilst I was travelling down, I kind of asked myself, I said, has there ever been a bad 5 Series? Obviously everyone will have their own opinion on that matter, but I don't think there ever has been. That then meant that this new G65 Series had big boots to fill. Even when BMW released this car, it caused quite a stir. It was quite controversial. I'll be honest, I think they look great. I like the design of them, and the M5s as well. That's also caused a lot of controversy. But it's a big car though, do not get me wrong. It's big on the road and it weighs it as well, 2 tons. Having said that, it drives lovely. So what's this model here that I'm driving? Well, this is the 530e, and the 30e badge has worked very well for BMW in the past. It works very well on the 330e, and it worked very well on the previous 5 Series, the one that came before this. And the 30e is kind of now the replacement for the diesel, because BMW do not offer the new 5 Series with a diesel engine in the UK, but they do in other European countries for some bizarre reason, which I think is a shame. However though, this 30e badge is a great mix of performance, comfort and efficiency. But let's stop over somewhere and I'll talk you through the engine and the hybrid system. Under the bonnet of the 530e sits a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine, better known as the B48. This is mated with a 19.4 kilowatt-hour battery. They both combine to produce 295 horsepower and 450 newton meters of torque. Now this car can run on electric only mode up to speeds of 87 miles per hour, and then the engine will kick in after that. And apparently the electric motor has a claimed range of 63 miles. This engine is mated to a ZF 8-speed torque converter. BMW say this has a top speed of 143 miles per hour, and they also say it will do a 0 to 60 time in 6.3 seconds. So let's find out. Okay, it's time to launch the 530e from 0 to 60. Now to launch this car, you've got to have it in sport, and then you've got to go in settings and then driving dynamics, put that in sport plus, which puts the DSC half off, and gearbox in S, and you're good to go then. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you would like to look into them. BMW say 6.3 seconds, but I think we're going to get better. Here we go. Launch control active. Wheel spin. Ooh, what a noise. And there we go. 6.03 seconds. Sorry, 0.8 seconds. Pretty decent time, to be fair. Do we go one more to try and get a sub 6 second time? It'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? Why not? Let's go. One more run. More wheel spin again. And it felt better. Ooh, does feel better. Wow! 5.5 seconds, 0 to 60 for a 2-ton 5 Series. That's fantastic. That's almost a second quicker than what BMW say. It doesn't surprise me though, because it happens all the time. Anyway, that's what it stacks up against, and let's go back to the review. Okay, so moving to the interior of this new 5 Series, and yes, it's quite different to the older generation because it feels more tech orientated, whereas the older generation just felt a bit more driver focused. I mean, in this car, yes, you still got the screens centered towards you. Yeah, I prefer the older interior, if I was to be honest. But this is still nice. Do not get me wrong. You could still get iDrive 8.5, which looks great with the 2 screens. But having said that, it's quite confusing to use because there are a load of apps. Now, I recently drove a new Mercedes E-Class when I went to Switzerland a few weeks ago. And, you know, an E-Class and 5 Series always been two the main competitor with the 5 Series. And if I was to be honest, I think the E-Class felt a bit more luxurious, whereas in this one, probably a bit more sporty and tech orientated. But this is built very nicely. You've got different driving modes. Let me show you. You've got sport, efficient, expressive, relax, digital art, and silent. Yeah, there's loads of different menus to choose from as well. And you've got the digital driver's display, and whatever mode you choose to go in, that changes as well. And you can change the view in the digital driver's display as well. But it's not letting me because the ignition isn't on. Makes that little noise when you when the car's on as well. So yeah, you can change the view of that. So you've got content, or you can change the heads up as well. So yeah, that's pretty. There are loads of different options to go there, which you can probably see on your screen right now. Steering wheel feels sporty. It's flat bottomed and is minimal. It's all very minimal design in here as well. Materials used. It does feel well built, this car, if I was to be honest. You've got a massive heads-up display as well. Harman Kardon sound system. You've got a split opening glove box, which is good as well. The iDrive system will also run wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is fantastic. Obviously, all your climate controls has now gone into the screen. So when you're driving, it is a bit annoying to use, if I was to be honest. But, once you're running Apple CarPlay, it is great to use, and you can connect your phone and you can play games on that as well, which is it's pretty cool, that, if I was to be honest. And the seats are really comfortable. My only problem with the seats, when I first got in this car before, they are electric, right? So I was trying to pull them forward, so that, as you can see, it goes back and it goes forward. So I was trying to push myself back, because whoever sat on this before me was sat a little bit too forward to the steering wheel. So I was trying to mess with it. So it's got electric going back. So it's got the back thing is electric, but it's got a pulley. Why would you put that electric, but the fact it doesn't go back and forward electric? I don't get that. Anyway, having said that, your iDrive control is there, your volume button. It's all very minimal, as I said before. Yeah, it's a nice place to be. I like the brown. I think it works quite nicely. And because this is the M Sport trim, it does come with the M tricolor seat belts, which is a nice touch. Now, on the older 530e, the biggest problem about that car was that if you owned it, you had to compensate for boot space because the battery was located in the boot. Not with this one though. BMW has repositioned the battery, so if you now opt for the hybrid version, it makes no difference whatsoever, and it's absolutely huge. 520 litres of boot space. That's 100 litres improvement over the older 530e. And it goes down with a touch of the button as well. But I think the overall design of the G65 series actually reminds me a little bit of the older E60. I don't know how. Maybe it's a bit of the front, maybe a bit of the rear, but I'm a big fan of the design. Now, the starting price of the 530e in the UK is from around £59,000. If you're looking to buy one from a used perspective, right now they're averaging at around £45,000. But whilst we're on the side profile, as you can see, it is a big car. On the front you get 245 width tyres, and on the back you get 275 width tyres. That's good because this car is rear wheel drive. Now, this BMW 5 Series is equipped with the M Sport package, so it does look a little bit more aggressive compared to a normal 5 Series, but I do like the lights. You've got LEDs, and one optional extra which has been ticked on this car is the illuminated grille. I like them, by the way. It definitely makes it stand out at night. And yeah, it looks great. This bonnet, you've got these profiles going on. You've got the blue ring around the BMW badge because, of course, this is a hybrid. But I got to say, it's a great looking thing. The only problem about this new 530e is that it doesn't support rapid DC charging. I don't think it's a huge problem because you've obviously got that engine to fall back on if you run out of charge on your battery. But say you are to charge this car from your home 7 kilowatt hour charger, then this will take around 3 to 4 hours to charge, which is perfect for overnight charging. So coming onto the road, and how does this new 5 Series drive? Well, it drives like any 5 Series should do. Super refined, comfortable, and well balanced on the road as well. I mean, if someone told me this was a 7 Series, I would not disagree with them. it drives that nice. Now currently I've just been driving this car around in electric mode only, and even if I put my foot down, that's still the electric motor, by the way. It just makes this mad orchestra noise, but it still hasn't engaged the engine. So to engage the engine, all I have to do is just flick the gear stick down, we put it in S, and if you listen now, in comes the engine, and it pulls quite nicely, to be fair. Doesn't make a bad noise. What's it like through the corner? Hey. It's a fast car. I like the way the electric motor and engine combine, and when we put it in the corner, it doesn't feel 2 tons, to be fair. It feels nice and light.
The current winter driving style are ideal for testing out sport mode.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. So it's just, the car's just acknowledged that I've been putting my foot down, and it's asked me if I want to acknowledge sport mode. Yes.
Sure.
Activate, please.
Activate sport mode. You can switch the mode using voice control or in the My Modes menu.
Okay. Oh, now we're in sport mode. All the screens change and we've got a nice M animation. Okay. I'm excited now. So we've got the heads-up display changes. We've got, wow, this is a 530e and it's got all these M bits. There's like a build-up on the heads-up display and telling me when to change. And the gear changes are nice as well. Obviously ZF8 torque converter, so that's going to be good. And when we look at the 5 Series range now, how sad is it that we can't get a diesel 5 Series anymore? How iconic was a 530D? However, saying that, this 530e is actually better on fuel. And whilst we're on the subject of fuel, BMW say the 530e will return you up to 353 miles per gallon. I don't know where they've got that figure from. However, I have been returning 45.3 to the gallon, and my driving has been mixed, going in town, starting, we put our foot down a bit. So I actually don't think that's a bad figure, to be fair, 45.3. I actually think it's probably better than a diesel will return you with my driving style like this. So yes, it's better than a diesel. But apart from the MPG figure, the benefits of buying a 530e is more lucrative when you put it through your company or as a business car. Because it's a hybrid, you can benefit from lower benefit in kind tax, which you never used to get with a diesel. There are other hybrid versions which you can buy. One is this, the 530e, which is a great all-rounder. But I think the one which, if I was to buy a hybrid 5 Series, either through my company or just as a everyday car, the car I would buy is the 550e. No, that doesn't come with a 5-litre V8 anymore. That is a 3-litre straight 6 petrol engine, better known as the legendary B58 mixed with a hybrid technology. That is very lucrative. So if I was in the market for a hybrid 5 Series, my priority would be to buy the 550e. Having said that, this 530e is fantastic. Great mix of power, efficiency and comfort as well. And obviously the 550 is more expensive than this car as well. But of course, the icing of the cake, the M5, that's also a hybrid. And because that's a hybrid, you can buy that through your company and benefit from lower benefit in kind tax from buying an M5. That's never happened in the past before. So we're going to drive this car around town now. So I'm going to change the mode. So at the moment we're in personal. Let's go efficient. So this utilizes the electric motor much more. You know, it doesn't feel that big, to be fair. The driving position is very good. The heads-up display is massive as well. This is quite a tight road down here. One thing I don't like is the switch gear here, or the indicator stalks just feel a bit cheap. Right, very small roundabout here. We're going to try and do a 360. How big is this car? And what are the driving aids like? Well, we've got no four-wheel steer, I can tell you that straight away. We're going to have to stop. Okay, we've got 360 cameras, reversing camera as well, which are very clear. Thank you, Corsa. And off we go again. Oh, that was a bit of a mad noise, wasn't it? Ooh. Oh, because we're in relax mode. That's why. So, okay. The harder I press the accelerator, the louder you get. How's that relaxing? Oh, these cars are mad, aren't they? Let's go down here. Oh, there was more noise. This actually encourages me to put my foot down. So how is this relax mode? Okay, all right, well, let's go this way. And so, now, if you're looking to buy a 530e, one thing I've been particularly impressed about today is just how this thing drives. Definitely is a 5 Series. Probably knocking on the door of it being a 7 Series is that refined, if I was to be honest. But it's really easy to drive, it's smooth, it's comfortable, it's refined. Don't really want to get out of this thing. But one thing I have to say is a massive thanks to BMW for giving me my first ever press car. But the biggest thanks goes to you guys who watch, because you guys are the reason that I'm sat here right now. So yes, thank you very, very much. And yeah, we're going to do more BMW Driven Plus collaborations in the future. So if you like this video, leave a like on it and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Thanks guys, have a good day, bye bye.